Hello my friends, welcome to episode 5. The nation of Brawndo continues. Make him a commando. I've somehow ended up as a heart civilization that's autocratic and enforcing. I guess because I've had to deal with these constant weird and irritating events. We have another anima priest to use.
Copy that.
At the moment, there's nothing else I can really do. All for the front.
Affirmative.
Means that casualties are going to do less morale damage. I really don't know what to do about my secretary. She's very unhappy. To be honest, what I probably actually need to do is do a salary revision for everybody. Where everybody's earning at least a little something more.
Affirmative.
Now that will obviously create a little bit of a funds drain, but not a huge one. It's just a few credits per turn you can easily earn by selling off your rare metal if you need it. I should be able to make a second infantry army soon. And I can use that second infantry army as a second wave. Where I could hit these raiders with the first army and then send in the second army after to really try and put the squeeze on. Wow, some of these machine gunners are like so well entrenched now that they have reached 8 points. 8 on 500 is pretty huge. When your baseline level should be 5. If you're getting to 8, that means that you're enjoying a lot of bonuses. Light tanks with 25mm howitzers are actually the true way to break these kind of things. Wow, we just killed another 900 infantry. We have discovered the bazooka. I also apparently got another one of these anima priests. They increase EXP via combat.
Copy that.
Not like the greatest bonus in the world, but it's better than nothing. Wow, how did your relation get down to freaking 11? -8 due to crisis of egotism. That's why. It's the epoch that's actually destroying these relationships.
Affirmative.
Well, there's really nothing I can do about that. At some point he might rebel.
Roger that.
Yeah, do it. Anything to improve his relations. This is going to increase unrest a lot.
Affirmative.
Okay, all is well, or not. Let's move these down to 20% for now.
Affirmative.
Yeah, that's fine. The political side of things is just really going to have to wait until I have the money and resources to actually worry about that. Okay, so the enemy had 51 units last time.
Move out.
Oh wow, the SHQ guy died. I don't understand how. He's not in... Oh! I stuck him in the fight, didn't I?
Objective lost.
No, he's here. What? How did he die? He wasn't even in the fight. He's here! Okay. That was weird. That was very weird. I'm truly unsure as to how he died there, because he wasn't actually in the fight. But died he did.
Copy that.
Okay, I've recruited a mercenary. Let's hope he's good. Man, I can't believe that he died. I was so flustered by that, I forgot to count the raiders to see how many they had left and whether they were reinforcing or not. I also lost that fight horribly because he died literally. Like, the first 2 turns, you don't attack very well. That's part of the defending bonus. And then he died literally on the 3rd turn, which was the turn when I was due to start attacking. But yeah, he died. And he wasn't in the fight, so that's very weird to me. How he could have died when his unit is not actually in the engagement. Blood Keep. Mantle-top Empire. Unknown regimes. I'll be able to produce a second army very shortly. Yeah, that's fine. Suitability 16, okay, fine. Right now morale is pretty low. I shouldn't have included the machine gunners. Okay, they're solid odds, but I should probably wait until next turn. Let's do this to see if it will actually show me what they've got. 6, 16, 26, 29, 39, 48, 56, 62. No, that can't be right. I need to actually count them. 6 and 7. 13. How long is this across? Yeah, I think they're actually slowly losing strength here. It's been a brutal fight, for sure. Gonna hit him next turn. Can't hold out forever. Yeah, it's... Everyone wanted to see this game. It's quite, you know, a long-term game. It's... Oh, something's getting built up here by the private economy. You know, it's quite a long process, this game. So I was not in a rush to put it on the channel because I'm just not sure how entertaining it would be to watch me play this. I'm not really anal about going through everything when it comes to games like this either. I just do what I need to do to actually win, to get things done. I'm not like retentive about every little detail or obtaining every little bonus. Which I suppose I should be, considering the difficulty levels I play at, but usually it's not a problem. Today I've learnt that SHQ guys can die, even if they're not in the fight, which is weird. I find that intensely weird. Because the HQ unit was not actually in the battle. It's one tile away. The funny part is I have, you know, a set of 7 infantry here with friggin' laser guns. They're like really OP. It's still not helping against these super entrenched guys. I don't know if bombarding them with that artillery really changed much either in terms of their entrenchment. What I do know is that once we take this city, we're going to have to make a fresh wall here. And at some point we're going to have to push these guys away. We'll have to find out what's being built here by the private economy. Might be a farm. Okay, Fate Pack awarded. Banker Ally, I've never seen that one before. Okay, right now I don't need any of this. Honestly. Let's just focus on the basics, which is researching normal technologies, researching military technologies, and researching models. These cards are useless, because no one will ever go to peace with me. Not when they think they can win, even if they can't win. Right, I could put covert ops into this faction.
Copy that.
I failed. I think extreme difficulty must weight the dice against you, because this is a statistically improbable number of low rolls here. My 1d100 is definitely not rolling fairly. I don't know if I could get enough fate points to put the tactical genius on my infantry guy.
Yes, sir.
Cool, militia house. Useful for keeping my militancy high to keep getting militia. Now the question is, do I want to give him to the commander of the strategic HQ, which will improve every regiment slightly, or to my light infantry brigade, which will improve him a lot? Let's go with this guy. Why not? Life support failure. That will definitely hurt me. $2d20 times 100 credits. Having seen my dice rolls in this game, I think I'll give that a miss. Alright, boys. Your morale is back. Once more unto the breach.
Let's go.
Oh, they're starting to collapse now, I think.
Get out!
That was close. That was very close. They nearly broke here. They very nearly broke here. So they were 51 at one point. So at 5, 10, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 29, 33, 34, 35, 44. Yeah, they're definitely losing. Down to 44. And like you know, they've got a load of trucks here as well, but very few of their units were actually still standing after that fight. If you obviously if your guys' morale breaks and they are in a retreat and they've got nowhere to retreat to, they'll surrender. So we were very, very close to victory there. And I really need this city because it's got ruins next to it, which I can then farm metal from. So right now I have a serious metal shortage to develop my nation. And I also have an oil problem. Scavenging will really enable me to fix a lot of these issues. So I hope. I think I'm very close to being able to raise my next battalion. In fact, I could raise it now. Let's do it. A lovely beige colour. Let's be sure to make sure that there are some replacement troops left as well to deliver to the front line, since I got 400 needed. And I'm also going to need to recruit a junior, because I need at least somebody on the front line. Yeah, the problem with the early game is you don't have any of the tools you need to actually win a siege, except through brute force. No artillery, no tanks, no aircraft, nothing. But one army plus recon cars is enough to win against an early, you know, an NPC army like this one. It's just going to take some effort, some pain to make it happen. And then what we should do is we should make a machine gun wall here to secure this area, and then focus on our new threat down here. And once we've acquired these 3 cities, we should then try and sort out any internal problems. The biggest problem in this game, as always, will be metal. Right now, it's not the biggest deal, but it will be. Also waiting for my new infantry design, which is going to take way longer than it should, because I'm redesigning it from scratch. Okay. Man, these guys... Those were huge armies at one point. Another 700 dead. These were huge armies at some point, and they've suffered at the hands of those machine gunners. You know, I could probably hit him again now, to be fair. Yep, look at those odds. In theory, I should wait one more turn to recover my morale a bit more. Screw it.
Let's go.
Yeah, they're collapsing.
Get out!
Oh no, they held! But one group surrendered. They did hold, but one group surrendered. So they're close to gone. Let's produce just 5 for now. Strat move. Okay, this is as many as I could move with strat move. Okay, one of these decisions will be to assign a guy to that squad. Oh, they found a special hex. I'm getting the weirdest feeling of deja vu here. Didn't this happen before? And didn't I, like, rescue the unit?
Copy that.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Whatever. Just leave my organization. You evidently don't like being
Aye,
here.
sir.
The crisis of egotism thing is just absolutely destroying me right now. It seems to be targeting the same characters every round. So every turn their loyalty is being pounded down. Another anima priest. Cyber Biped Adventure Party. That sounds like a good title for a movie. Okay, next turn the raiders are done. I shouldn't have attacked though. But anyway, whatever. What's done is done. At least one set of them actually completely surrendered, so the siege will end very shortly. We'll have to just rush into the void here. Once we capture this and this territory reveals, we'll have to rush in to create a space to defend our new gotten town. Is that fried land? Sounds delicious. Waiting for turns. See, this is where being, you know, a content creator that does video editing, that doesn't Iron Man, would be useful, because, you know, you could just edit the turns out. Although it is worth paying attention to this, because it will actually show you the attacks and how much they do and how many losses the enemy takes. It's actually quite difficult to look that information up after. You can do it. Okay, finally we are entering the time of relative calm. Radiation filters, that might be useful because the area below us is actually radioactive. Do you know what, just sit there. It's fine. When I saw this attack during the other turn, it said that there was only like 200 dudes here. Yep. There we go. They literally attacked and attacked and attacked until there was almost nothing left of them. So during the turn phase, I actually saw that he only had 300 guys and 100 of them had been killed. So that meant that that group there was only 300 guys. They were down to 300. They had literally just been grinding themselves to death. On my army, which is glorious. Right, off you go, boys. Let's keep this group here. See that this area is radioactive as well, so maybe radiation filters would be a good technology for us. This morale here is actually quite low. Adding this guy. Well, whatever. We'll have a victory here and they'll feel better after, so let's go. Oh wow, the SHQ guy died again, despite not being in the fight. This must be, I've never seen this happen before, so this must be something that only happens on extreme difficulty. This one guy held. That's pretty ridiculous that he can die without being in the actual fight.
Copy that.
Okay,
Yes,
keep working on those high velocity guns.
yes, sir.
No, let's not upgrade the city. That would be a very bad idea. Wow, if you think that in this difficulty level you're going to keep your commanders alive throughout the whole game by simply never positioning them in fights, well, guess what? That ain't happening. That is not happening in this difficulty level. Because he can die even if he's not in the fight. Today I learned. Let's hope that taking this guy down here is not as painful as taking this guy up here. I should have my new infantry by then. That should make life a little bit easier. I genuinely thought that that was going to be a victory. Like, you know, I knew it wasn't the best idea to throw everything at him. You know, including units that had low morale. But I just figured that I would win there, and then everyone's morale would improve with the victory. Not only did everyone's morale not improve, but my commander got killed. So, there we go. If he can just die while not being in combat, then I guess it's just RNG as to whether he dies or not. Previously, I'd only known commanders to die if their HQ unit was attacked directly. Oh, there's an enemy unit that's just burst in here. That means it's probably a neutral faction, and now they are bordering a major regime. They are setting up their entire army here. Okay. Oh, a militia unit just appeared out of nowhere. We can actually use that to attack. These guys' morale is so low. Just get in there, boys. Ironically, the only people whose morale is not low is the super infantry. There are so few enemies left. This should be an easy win.
Mission accomplished.
There we go. Move those units in to the city to rest them and also to hold the area. Okay, wait here, wait here, wait here, and wait here. Support them. Okay, so that's another minor regime, it has to be. Yep. That's why they rushed over. And that they might not be touching another major regime. If they rush all their units over to the border, that usually means that they think that there's nothing behind themselves. So the next thing to do would be to take these militia units, make a wall here. Okay, alright. What were they building up here anyway? Alright, it was another farm. I guess the food situation prompted the private industry to make another farm. That's okay. Good for us.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. If it will make him happier, sure.
Copy that.
Nope.
Copy that.
Welcome to the Suicide Brigade, my friend. Apparently. It certainly is a surprise to me that SHQ leaders can die so easily on this difficulty level. Because I've played this game plenty on lower difficulties, and they never die. As long as they're not in combat, of course. If they're in combat, they tend to die pretty much instantly. Okay, so what we really want to do now is secure this city. And immediately start making... well, a recycling center would be a good start, because they haven't got one. And maybe in all of these hexes. Do you know what, you guys might as well all move in there. All of these ruin tiles should provide us with a solid amount of metal. Not as much as a metal mine, but better than nothing. Okay, that is it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think our position is relatively secure now. Interesting that this area down here is all radioactive. That's going to be problematic as well. What is good is that we have pretty solid industrial points production despite not having any industry ourselves. We've been quite lucky to get a light industry here, and in this town there is also a light industry. So that's actually pretty solid industrial point production for us. We just need to secure more metal supply because this is not enough metal by a long shot. Metal is the most important resource in the game. It pretty much determines what you can and cannot do. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.